ladies and gentlemen, let's finish this up. I just finished the audit, so we're actually up to date on the audit. And I want to also do this so that this is in position for later. In fact, I'm just going to do this right now, really quick, really quick. I know I shouldn't hit record yet. I'm sorry. I know that I suck. I know that I'm worthless. I know that nobody cares about me. But this is Tomato Angus. Put that there. There we go. Perfect. That'll be for later. Let's go ahead and finish the game. The mansion. See if I can remember the route.
Jindosh, it's time to pay for what you've done, and maybe I can find Sokolov.
Oh wow, my mana is very low.
Who would build something like this, and why?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities.
Guard from the other side.
To navigate these shifting rooms. I'm Karen Jindosh, but you must know that. I invite you to meet. Now that I see you, I've worked out who you are. Not a hired cutthroat. Your clothes are too fine. An aristocratic thrill seeker? That's closer. You've trained with weapons formally, but you're not a salon fencer. There's a bit of back alley in your movements.
Notice that's the exact same dialogue you gave to Emily.
And only one man ever wore that mask, to my knowledge. Welcome, Royal Protector.
That line's different.
Obviously, you're pleased with yourself. Do you know why I'm here?
I'd assume my involvement with the Duke brought you to my door. Or maybe you're after washed-up Anton Sokolov, comfortably residing in the assessment chamber. Either way, come find me and take whatever it is you seek. But if you fall, I'll have your body carried to my lab for dissection and study. Until either comes to pass, your secret is safe with me.
I'll see you soon, Jindosh.
Warburg soldiers, there's an interloper in my home.
Karen Jindosh.
Why won't it let me use it? What? Oh, come on. I even made it all the way here. Why won't it let me use it?
You've seen my mag.
Oh, whatever. He's dead.
Welcome to the final mystery, Jindosh.
Detached. If the head is damaged,
Well, anyways, he's dead. Right. Do we have to save? Can I just kill Sokolov? That'll make this a lot quicker. A lot. Let's see if he's got any kind of loot while we're here.
What is this thing?
Hey, there's some loot I want. Oh, I don't think bullets too. Painting. Any other like worthwhile loot? Yeah, not really. Oh well. killed all the gods. Time to kill everyone else. Why do you want me to destroy Sokolov's brain, J. Palmer? Why is this a thing you want to do? Oh, the evil guy. No, of course not. I did that last time. This time I just murdered him. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Hi! Well, you were supposed to explode, so sorry about that. I mean, we could try to put Sokolov in the chat. I don't know what it's actually going to happen if you do that.
Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. The machine is now relying on audio stimuli. The machine has lost its quarry. Switching to alternative tactical mode. Playback indicates lost enemy.
Corvo. It would have to be you. Perhaps Megan came for you in Dunwall, but Jendosh...
Already growing cold. Don't try to move.
Well, that's the Corvo I remember.
Yeah, no, like, maybe I just wasn't quick enough. Maybe I need a certain key. Maybe there's a lever that needs to be pressed. Maybe I need to do it at a certain point in time. But as you saw, I couldn't kill them with the bridge. I'm very sad. I actually was planning specifically to do exactly that because I thought it'd be hilarious. But nope. All I could do was stab him to death. I'm very sad.
They're happy just doing a job.
Sorry, Sokolov. Come here. Sokolov? There. No, J. Palmer, but I did try last time around to bring Sokolov's dead body to Megan. Nobody reacted, though. Yeah, no, it's an extremely Hitman death. Speaking of which, I mentioned I already did the audit. By complete coincidence, the Dishonored 2 line on my spreadsheet and the Hitman 3 line are right next to each other. So as a consequence... I have to hit this one first? As a consequence of that... Now I can hit it. No, whatever. I could compare Dishonored 2 and Hitman 3 directly. You may or may not be amused to find that it's pretty similar on the gameplay axis. Both games have almost the same types of points in almost the exact same areas. The biggest difference is that Hitman 3 has more of them almost across the board. I know. Shocking, right? Hang on. Game cannot be saved. Screw it. No. Let's just go. Let's just go. If he does, it'll be the only voice acting positive the entire game gets. And to be honest, I'm not sold on it yet. We'll see. Yeah, Dakota, yeah. This is going to be a lot faster. Oh, Clockwork Soldiers, all the way. Exactly offshore. I'm pretty sure Hitman 3 is going to crush this on score. Like, is our stories... I can't see the numbers right now. Is the story score even net positive right now? Because I'm not sure there's going to be any other story changes as we go. -2. Yeah. shame Blade Travol's not here. I could be like, here, Blade Travel. This is what it looks like when a game is held up entirely by its visual positives. Like something like WoW, which actually has a story. This is it. Hey, Spartan. Don't mind me.
Hey, who are you?
Congrats, Spartan.
You did it. How is he?
Frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Yeah, he was an arrogant ass. So I just kind of, you know, killed him. And no, J. Palmer. I've decided for the sake of brevity, since I do want to finish this game today, we're going to stop killing everyone. We'll kill as we opportune.
The void again.
Alright, so who's ready for a bunch of the legitimately unskippable cutscenes? Like one of the few times you can't actually skip
What's she
cutscenes.
playing at? Maybe how is the question.
When you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a core every day.
Disney is, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year.
Probably not sure. I mean, Hitman 3, especially Hitman 2, has some extremely good level designs. That's not really a surprise. Like, if you asked me just off the cuff which game could beat Dishonored 2 in level design, it'd be Hitman 3.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tub.
I didn't bring it.
Would you like to tell me your name?
We were just playing.
Young Lady Jessie. What is your account?
It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
I don't think cutscenes really changed so much so far. In fact, I've been paying attention. Most of the dialogue is unchanged. So.
Mother and I saw the net.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No.
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination?
Agreed. Kira was. Like, I've seen worse cutscenes, but, man.
When I saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
If by disappointment you mean improvement, Spartan, then yes. This is gonna sound strange. I don't care if Delilah was telling the truth or not.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing, and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon. Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
take this
actually where he started his career,
I don't want to
Arspruce.
bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's
yeah.
as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Ah. You probably also recognize him from basically every Bethesda game since Fallout 3, Arspruce. He's been in all of them. Except Starfield. I didn't see any credits for him at Starfield. I don't know offshore. You know, that's been the most commonly asked question of the last couple of days. And I don't have an answer. I have no reason why the story is so crap. It just is.
From the Colomar Furniture Workshop.
How long do we have to wait?
As long as it takes.
Anybody?
Alright, who killed the bot? Was it you?
No mercy! Come back here! You won't get away! You aren't going anywhere! No use running! Take you hear that? Ow! Ah! One life!
I wonder who that was.
No! No! They're thinking!
What's wrong? Oh, apparently nothing.
Damn! No way! You're gonna pay for his death! Someone, help! One of us is down.
You heard him. No mercy. And nothing if not obedient. Ah, dang it. Making me fix the bot because you keep killing it. I see how it is. Let's see, who killed it today? It was Zaktaft. I knew it.
You hide your face, coward!
Oh, never mind. He is in Starfield. My bad. Alright, we've decided to spare this man.
I'll be damned!
So he could serve as an example, of course. See, we want to be as merciful as possible. Ensure that there is as minimal suffering as we can as they slowly shuffle off this mortal coil. Yes, the chocolate icing. Is that? I swear there was a health thing up here. I guess not. Whatever. Simply smashing. Over here. Death is a release, not a punishment. That line has stuck with me for years. I don't even like that film.
Or something? Time to die, old man.
Hey!
You heard him.
Give us what...
Let's see. I've played through ARR. Counting the run 3 times. And never again.
Please take a look around. Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up.
I don't care.
Come
Sell
in,
to me.
my friend. Always a delight to see you.
Let's see. We don't have a lot of money right now. Yes, I know that's my fault. Let's grab some bullets, I think. Yeah. Just straight up bullet capacity. Okay, let's do that.
Excellent choice. Farewell. And do think of us again.
Of course. Oh, I can't walk through the gate.
Welcome back. Please, take your time.
No, so the first time was on an account that doesn't exist anymore. The second time was on the Lore Runner, the character. And the third time was also on Lore Runner.
Karnaka, my Karnaka, brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this great city tremble along. The Duke, like you must all know my voice by now. A new Everest.
Honestly, yeah, I think this is going to get the Squadrons tag. It's not often we give the Squadrons tag, but here we are. Oh my god. I didn't even do that on purpose. I would love to claim I did that on purpose. But I didn't. Yeah, that was a very Dark Messiah moment right there. Oh, that was great. Yeah, that's clip-worthy, if anybody feels like it. Okay, fine. I feel like getting all this stuff. There's the other one. Get my howling bolts back here. The Dishonored tag does sound cooler than the Squadrons tag. We can say Squadrons has a Dishonored tag. C'est la vie. Here's a cutscene that is pointless and worthless. Did you know that sometimes birds fly? Sometimes things happen while other things are also happening. It's kind of funny, really, when you think about it. Squadrons tag, named after Star Wars Squadrons. Tag for a game where the story sucks. And honestly, it's kind of not worth playing for the story. But the gameplay is really engaging, and that's the specific thing. The gameplay has to be really good to the point where the gameplay is, by itself, worth the price of admission. Otherwise, it wouldn't qualify.
Who's there?
Is it the fountain? Yeah, the water gets nasty.
There's my rewire.
Get away!
Actually,
Oh, you wait!
Let's see what you got.
I'll be damned.
Yes! Come on!
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ugh, getting up is just such a pain right now. Something slightly different.
Don't let him escape!
The reward is out! By the void!
Everyone's story is fine. That's what I would call it. It's there.
Somewhere.
I mean, what was its net story score? Like +6 or something? That sounds about right.
Some of you have questioned the stricter mining ordinance as a new tax. Levy. Circoning guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once.
I'm not in the
You
mood.
don't stand a
Show
chance
yourself.
anyway. Come on! I don't have time for games. I'll find you, you know.
Don't get mad.
Yeah.
Where is he? Damn it.
Man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land silver.
Ashworth is somewhere inside the Royal Conservatory.
I saw you. No use hiding.
You notice one of the biggest mistakes they made in this one is they tried to go bigger and badder with the story. Larger scale, larger stakes. It's the end of all reality as we know it.
Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have
Show
time
yourself and state your name. Look everywhere. Be on your guard, right, boys?
And it's another thing. If you just happen to like stealth games, you know, this style of gameplay, then yeah, of course I recommend playing this. It's good. It is definitely something that I think people will enjoy. To put this in different terminology, StarCraft 2 is the best RTS ever made. And that continues to be true, and honestly will probably be true for a while. But that doesn't mean that's the only RTS we want to play, right? I literally just talked about that offshore Twitch account, so thank you for proving you were not listening to me. In other words, even if there's better stealth games, like Hitman 3, for example, or arguably the Plague Tale games, this is still a game that, you know, is worth playing, right? And yeah, some of the levels in this game are extremely good. In fact, for anybody who's curious, not counting story, pound for pound, so far there are 2 levels that are kind of battling it out for the best slot. And I bet you can get both of them. Guess both of them. The Time Mansion and the Clockwork. Bingo. I believe one of them is 8 positives overall, just to gameplay, and the other one's 9.
Come on, show yourself. We're all waiting for you.
I really want to do this. Was that one Tempest, Takoida? So I've heard mixed things about that, but still looks worth playing.
That's your last mistake.
What, this? God damn it! So I took a talent that increases my throw distance, and it's been throwing my angle ever since I did that. I never should have done it. I should have paid the fine.
No! Get off!
There we go! Much more satisfying. Okay, I feel better now. To my knowledge, there is no respecking. Please feel free to correct me if there is. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Go.
Somebody's down.
Boop. Now we're just going to enjoy the show for a second. Don't tell me I killed them all.
Come on! Let's have a fair fight.
Actually, a good idea. Some howlers. I've only got one howler.
What's going on?
Yeah, I think they just asked the Watchtower for a fair fight. Come on, give me a fair fight. Okay. You could play Dishonored 2 without playing Dishonored 1, but if you ever plan to play Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2 spoils the hell out of it. And Dishonored 1, again, is a worthwhile game that's worth experiencing. It's not the best, but it's still an enjoyable stealth game, and I can definitely recommend it. Hi, Huthor.
I saw you. No use hiding.
Where's the, Ah, it's over here. Yeah, I think both games are good games now. I mean, that's the point of the review, isn't it? Is to cover how the games are now. Hey, what's up? Oh, no, you spotted me. No.
You aren't going anywhere.
Oh, it ran out of oil.
You don't stand a chance.
All right, whatever. How did that bounce over your head?
Bad move. Come back here.
Don't worry, we'll probably never get a new Dishonored.
You won't get away. Later.
No use running.
Yeah, Mankind Divided definitely feels like the rushed game that it is.
Someone, help! No, no, no!
Deathloop, offshore Twitch account. Although, I keep saying that's a spoiler, and I keep realizing nobody cares. But yes, Deathloop is the name of the game in question. Because nobody cared about Deathloop. I haven't even played it yet. I will say in terms of vibes, one thing I dislike about Dishonored 2 is that just everything and everyone is just awful. I know that we're going for like that kind of technological industrial revolution whale punk thing. But, you know, sort of Czar. It'd be more accurate to say that Deathloop barely has a plot. Appropriate for an arcane game. Like, yeah, like, if you... So, Dishonored 2 is a weird case. Because on the one hand, there's... If you're not paying attention to the lore, if you're just playing the game normally. If you do that, what you see is a bunch of people who are disgusting and awful and terrible. You use the heart on people or on areas, and you find out that, yeah, everything's depressing and morbid and just awful, right? So, okay, that's awful. But it's okay, because if you pay attention to the background lore and really pay attention to what's going on in the news articles and the greater lore of the setting, you find out it's even worse than that. Yeah, no, when we say the setting is doomed, to be clear, that's not being facetious. The setting's doomed. Now, can that be turned around? Well, with the death of the outsider in the death of the outsider. Maybe, but even then, possibly not. This is why the terrain design in here was so good, by the way. The conservatory actually has excellent terrain design. Well, that's a good question, Spark. What's the difference? Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, that's the reason I even brought up the Deathloop connection a few days ago is because if you pay attention to the ending of Deathloop, the world didn't seem to get any better.
I need to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new empress, Delilah.
Yeah.
To make grave hounds for weeks, she gave up. You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and tails.
That's just the way it is, dear Parmelia. Delilah wears the outsider's mark, and some of what she can do flows down to us.
It doesn't seem
I won't let him escape.
No, they'll both die, but you're going first.
I want to do something specific. So I'm going to steak again for a second. I just want to do something specific here. If you mean what you can unlock with runes, the answer is yes, Dakota.
Brianna.
As I say, she should be talking to
Someone got inside that
what's her face, and she is.
I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me.
No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well. Who would want
Right in front of her.
Brianna?
Hi. I just murdered your lover right in front of you. Skull. Let's see the damn thing. So, how you doing, Delilah?
Everyone you love, everything you hold dear, I'll destroy. Want to know why?
Oh, Royal Protector, back in the city that spawned you so long ago.
You have no idea what I'd do to keep Emily from harm. Only in the end will you really know.
Perhaps I'll dig a hammer to her tonight and drop the pieces over the side of a ship halfway to Pandysia.
I'm coming for you soon, Delilah.
Your sword can't still my heart, but I welcome you to try.
Yeah, I could see that. Good Grimdark being, you know, the orcs. Whereas bad Grimdark being, this is dark and depressing. Everything is awful forever. There is no hope. And then you die. The end. Oh, right. I think so, J. Palmer, yeah. That.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
You know, that's actually a good question off your Twitch account. And I think the reason is... we're talking about? Anyways, the monsters are all witch summons. I think the word summon satisfies and is suitable here. Describe what these things are. Pardon me. There's another one. There's a dog. We can kill the dog. Actually, I did know that, Yura. I've even done it. No one left? Hello? And yeah, that's our Rage of the Titans mode. It's expensive as hell. Even after regen, it takes up over half of our mana bar.
What's going on?
I'll see you in the void.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca.
I'm gonna go with no, Yura. It sounds like that's a good thing. Freaking blood flies. What? Who spotted me? Yeah, that's fine. Living.
Oh no! Don't let them bite you!
Hello?
Don't let them escape!
I dedicate all of these kills to Vigilant. There we go.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Sure, I guess.
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
Right. Well, anyways. Look at that donation from Vigilant now. Well, that is the hope, Vigilant. The problem is the setting is kind of doomed because the whales and the world slipping into the void problem. If they can fix that, we'll see. So this is going towards Sid Meier's Pirates. Yes, it is, Uthor. In fact, there's actually two slow-mo perks I have. One is when I'm detected, and one is, I think when I get a kill. I don't remember. It's something else. So Admittedly, I kind of wish that would go away. I agree that it's a little too much, but whatever. I can't get rid of it now. Sid Meier's Pirates. HOI 4, Old World Blues. All London. And thank you. Good one. What's the gameplay negative exactly, Huthor?
Three years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale. Beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.
Dun, dun. Again, it's worth noting. Again. No, I'm not feeling it. I don't think that's a full negative. Especially since it is something that, you know, is actually advantageous in combat.
Worry about Megan can take care of herself.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I have to get there first, through a ruin created by the Duke, where I used to live.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Howlo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
So that gives me at least one way into Aramis Stilton's house.
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Coming back here, seeing it changed, run into the ground. Some people have reach beyond others.
It is a very strange thing. Especially since it obviously does retain your perk point, your talent points, for lack of a better way to put it, when you do a New Game Plus run. As I have demonstrated, the reason we have so many talents unlocked is this is actually a New Game Plus run. But, like, go do a New Game Plus playthrough to respec is not a huge thing. I don't know. Yeah?
Did you take the battery for my yard equipment off the table and put it somewhere?
Hang on.
Stilton. Who was he?
Loyal to the old Duke. Stilton helped build modern Karnaca with those silver mines. Worked his way up from nothing to a fortified mansion. But the new Duke spends money so fast, the mine crews work all day and all night. The district's in ruins. The dust drives out anyone except the most desperate.
The Duke of Serkonos has made a mess of things. His father was a good man.
True, but the new Duke's misery has only been possible with Dunwall's support. In any case, you'll have to pass through the Dust District. Maybe Stilton's still in there, or maybe he's dead. Find Megan once you reach the Dust District. She'll tell you more. I'll wait.
No. Don't go.
I definitely heard something.
You're gonna pay for his death!
All right! That's not natural.
You know, it occurs to me you might also be talking about the kill animation, which has a bit of slow-mo. That's a toggle. I could turn that off.
How did I get stuck out here? Tired of cleaning. Hello?
Oh, I was gonna kill you in a funny way, but now you're just dead. You get to die in a funny way. That's slow-mo. That's the perk right there. Goodbye. That is the adrenaline ability. That gives me more kills. Like, basically I could stop fighting someone and just kill them. The adrenaline ability.
Dust storm coming.
See, now I'm thinking if I've ever given a game a negative for not having respec. I feel like I have, but I can't think of an example off the top of my head. Now, Diablo 2 had worse than no respec. Diablo 2 had bad respec. Where are they? I don't know. WoW Vanilla probably would get a negative for respec, all jokes aside. I need to explain why you have not played WoW Vanilla.
The overseers won't just leave the district. I've been doing recon.
It started off, oh, I don't remember the exact, I think it started off like 1 gold, and it got a little bit higher each time you respect, but I don't remember when it capped. It didn't used to cap.
You may not be aware that our silver mines are operating past full capacity in order to fund our conflict against the North.
Playing dice tonight. You in?
It's the blood.
There you go, caps at 50. Hey everyone. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
This one's carrying coin.
Peekaboo.
Give us what you got.
Mass full of great in my collection.
Let's see what you got.
shouldn't
Get off there! No! Someone help!
I'm inside. Where's Paolo?
I actually know where Paolo is right now.
Think you're being quiet?
He's right there.
What? No!
Well, he was right there. Now he's dead. Again.
Can't have gone far.
Holy shit!
What?
Look around. They're still here. Yeah.
Well, Dim. Someone actually mentioned that in the comments section as well. Well, Paolo is now.
What?
Gross. Anyways.
Oh, that Granny Rag's hand.
Yeah, by the way, that's how he was surviving. He had Granny Rag's hand from the first game. Anyways. As I was trying to say, Gantaro Dim is what you get when you write a character of a certain archetype and do him well. The Outsider is what you get when you do that and do it badly. Execution matters would be my answer to your Gantaro. Yeah, as much as I legitimately regret having to do this, I think I agree. I think it's time to give the only gameplay negative we've come up with so far to Dishonored 2. 1.
You can't hide from us.
But there was another negative man. Secret.
That was who I think it was. Not in the mood. Show yourselves. That's him again.
Come on. Let me through, please. Oh my god, let me through. Oh my god, let me through. Oh my god! Ah! I can go through here, game. I know I can.
Don't kill me.
Fine. You've got to be kidding me. You know, that's true. Gonter would fit in pretty well. Oh, shoot. He's already a blood fly nest. Don't spawn any blood flies as I'm carrying you, okay? That would be quite inconvenient. What's a master negative, J. Palmer? I guess I turned my question right back around on you. Or I guess your question.
Good riddance.
Huh? What?
Dream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider. Hello? Who's there? Begging won't change anything. You stand accused of actions forbidden.
Hang on, real quick. Just while we're here.
Abbey of the Everyman.
Let's see.
Or later
That's
verified.
good. Boom.
How dare you! What? This can't be! Brother, over here!
Okay, back into it.
A dead heretic. Always good news.
What was that? I'll help you, sir. That is what I should have seen. Someone there.
Don't mind us. Yeah, Gontor Dim's too popular to let go, which is a shame because that's a bad thing. Like a better way to put it. No, they do, Jim.
Is that
Paolo's been taken off the board.
Do you have any idea the good you've done? With Paolo out of the way, I've got big plans for Karnaca.
I've heard about you and your ambitions, Vice Overseer Byrne, but for me, this was a means to an end. Does the Abbey remember its friends?
Yes, we do. And our enemies. What is it you want?
I need to get into Aramis Stilton's home.
Now that's a curious thing to want. There's something very wrong with Stilton's house. It's actually a great concern to me.
I need to know what happened there. Help me and you'll benefit again.
Thanks to the Duke, we've lost our proper place here in Karnaca. And we've been fighting just to hold the streets against the heretic Paolo. But you stopped his black heart for me. And for that, I'll give you what you want.
I'm listening.
Interrogating one of the Howlers, we learned that some of them knew how to open up the Jindosh lock and enter Aramis Stilton's home. Probably just Paolo and a trusted few. What you're looking for is probably connected to why the Duke had Kieran Jindosh seal up Stilton's home.
All right then. This might be the most worthwhile visit I've ever paid to the Abbey. I'll remember your help, Vice Overseer Byrne.
As will I, assassin. Take our friend here away.
You knew that was coming, right? Like, you knew that was coming. Nobody cares about the Abbey. Nobody cares if you kill a Nazi. The freebies. Don't smoke in my face.
One's at.
What's going on? Hey, you! Come here!
I'm gonna say no, Uthor. Alright, so what's the solution? Damn it. Catch. I heard about heresy. Came as fast as I could. Who, Gum Gum? Like, I kill a lot of people. You gotta be more specific.
That's it. The information was good.
I don't know what I think of that, Uthor. Who, Gum Gum? Yeah, kill a lot of people. So I've been looking forward to this stage.
Time is an odd thing.
Yeah, blah, blah. Time level. Let's do it.
Definitely odd. Something just shifted.
I know you think I don't belong here.
Is that Stilton?
They drop food for me, in and out, like the wind. I think they're afraid.
Yo,
Stilton?
Warm the quilts, will you? I feel...
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton acted like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking.
This is what we call being disrespectful to the outsider.
The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever
I don't know, as long as the one button pressing isn't going to supplant the capacity of someone who actually knows what they're doing, it's whatever. Accessibility is accessibility, and I've always been in favor of casual mode, as I borrow the term from StarCraft 2.
and things don't work like they should.
I'll never touch that crap.
Take this. Imagine it's
I don't remember, Seth. But it doesn't matter. Either way, you remove him from the void, and that's the important part.
and Delilah.
Oh, right, I'm gonna go pick up the
What
tool.
they did.
Like it's going to be cold.
This is still such an awesome feature. It really is.
By the void.
They're waiting.
Where'd he go? Oh no. I left behind the blood flies. I left behind the blood flies.
We'll be getting started soon. The Duke's beloved is coming back.
Where is he? Where is he? Where did he go?
Stilton had taste before lunacy took his mind.
I'm here to kill you.
What?
Who did this? Oh my god, there's blood flies. Peekaboo! Hi. Go those flies for a second. Hey, buddy. Working too hard.
Nothing here.
Well, then the devs are wrong and lying, Gum Gum. So anyways, Emily's lover is Emily's lover, and you know that because they're Emily's lover. They have a private bed set off to the side where they talk about holding each other in their arms, trying to get away from the nightmare, and how much they wish they could trust each other more. They're lovers. It's fine. People don't have cooties, devs. Jesus Christ, how childish. Hey. Hey. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Huh? 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 Surprise!
There's something else you should know. The center of the map.
Oh my god! You believe what happened? Quick, run for help! Don't worry, no one will find you in here. Surprise! Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop.
He knows how to talk with the boss.
Oh, that actually makes sense, Dakota. No civilians? What are you talking about? I mean, I didn't kill nobody.
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
There are whales down in the mines. I hear them howling to one
I love seeing them so confused. They don't even understand what's happening.
Let's have a fair fight.
Sorry. I mean, I'm not really sorry, but you know. Hi, the quack. What is it when you're like the opposite of sorry? Satisfied? I'm satisfied. That doesn't feel very, you know, regretful? I don't know.
Does Artemis Stilton actually play the harp?
What to be scared of? See? He scared that bad man away. Everything's gonna be fine now. He'll keep you safe. He, of course, can't even notice our corpse, because I don't leave corpses right now. Boo. Okay, so here, I think we've killed most of the basic guards in the outer area. Let's go to the eastern. Yep, there we go.
Stilton's got the code to the study. I'll need that to get inside.
How did I get so old? Where are the men of my younger days?
I don't remember how I got... Okay, can someone turn off that stupid alarm? Seriously. Someone shut this alarm. It's just blaring. Non-stop. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's a bug. Moving on. Okay. Where am I in the story?
Mr. Stilton's given away another set of silverware. The miners and their families have no idea how much he does for them. You have to understand. I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
Oh, sure, no problem. How's that?
Stilton's manor is falling apart.
I'll let them live. For now, I suppose. Bleakest stealth game setting. I don't know, I've played Plague Tale. Okay, so let's do this really quick. Oh, bam. Got a health thing. Got a portrait. Anything worth looting here? Yeah. I'm always down for looting in a present that's about to not exist or a past that doesn't anymore. Scooch under the table, grab that. Zoop. Flies, kill all the flies. Any flies but mine are unacceptable. Hobbs. Open that. This. Throw this in there. It never existed. 238. Now we're gonna start seeing dogs. Crocodogs. Now, this area gave me some trouble last time because there's a lot of
in the air in this place.
Yeah, there's a lot of interlocking guards around this part. I bet you we can deal with them a little bit better than we did last time, though. Surprise! Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up?
Better have a look.
Nothing to see here.
It's the blood. You don't know anything.
That's funny. They erupted into blood flies, but not my blood flies. I suppose that makes sense. So it's just, right here. Alright, so we need to deal with Aramis Stilton. Now, he's a universally beloved and beneficial person who's done good things both before and after the incident 3 years ago. He was also a personal friend of someone I was a personal friend of. So naturally, there's only one way we could possibly deal with this.
That notebook contains Stilton's combination.
So anyways, he's dead. We killed him 3 years ago.
No! Get off me!
So let's see what we killed Stilton future looks like, shall we? But you can only go between the 2 points in time, Kraken-san, obviously.
Check around here.
So here's the new present. It's fine, actually. House for sale. Caruso Manor, previously known as Stilton Manor, is currently on sale. Buying offers should be directed directly to Baron Caruso, currently residing in Cali Museo, Syria Gardens. I guess there's like no one here. Bunch of rats. Yeah, place is completely abandoned. It's not ruins, it's just abandoned. An estate sale. Actually, funnily enough, Reuting, yes. There is in fact one specific paradox that I'm creating.
The past is seeping into the present, or vice versa.
It's time to begin.
It's actually, so, spoilers for The Death of the Outsider. In The Death of the Outsider, which is named The Death of the Outsider, the goal is to go kill the Outsider. The reason you can do that is because one of the characters affected by the paradoxes we're creating in this very mission has the ability to seep into the void, and I forget what else. It makes them different, though. And that paradox allows them to go and kill the Outsider. So we play as that character, Billy Lurk, in Death of the Outsider.
Where's Stilton? I should never have kept him on just because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
I was kind of joking, Jay Palmer. There's no spoilers or Death of the Outsider that I just said.
Edge where natural
It's quite literally the first thing you learn in Death of the Outsider. It's the premise.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than you. Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
Okay, ready for it, ready for it. Best line of the game.
This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
There you go. Best line of the game right there. Just for you.
You returned from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now inside this thing.
Ooh, jelly deals.
Lock it away.
I thought we'd lost.
Where else? Is that the first stun mine I've looted? Oh my gosh.
I will never abandon you. Wait. You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
Earlier, there's a rich asshole in Jindosh's mansion. Who specifically mentions that being forced to wait for someone else's convenience is one of the most exciting things that's ever happened to him because of how rare it is. I think it's supposed to be like briars or brambles or something, Valivaldo. Okay, fair, Kraken's on. See, that would have been a great line, Valivaldo. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. But you've never been to any orgies, sir. Exactly! I just like saying that every now and again.
Look around you. A crumbling island at the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the rooms only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of vague, but this religious cult that created the Outsider.
Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should...
is either a precursor or is a sect of, or the Abbey is a sect of them. But either way, it's the same frickin' organization.
The void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it. You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself.
Orgies! Okay, we're done, we're done.
A thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah...
They were trying to create something as an avatar for the Void, Huthor. In other words, trying to make it so that the Void had the ability to sense and perceive human existence, and to have things like thoughts and desires. As for why they wanted to do that, I have no idea.
The world is full of secrets.
Boredom? I don't know. We haven't actually made that many Valley Valda. I mean, they probably wanted some kind of ability to access and connect to magic, but past that, who knows? So how much are things worse?
Back to the skiff. Sokolov should be waiting.
Come on, give me your on-the-nose writing about how bad things are now.
Some of the streets is closed, owing to the blood flies.
You looking for work? Yeah, me too.
Okay, that's not helpful. What about down here? Okay.
Your face is covered.
You worried someone might recognize you?
Okay, the layout's a bit different in this timeline.
Careful with that sword. Grand Guard won't like it.
Yeah, I guess the only way is this balcony, which is in tatters. Honestly, if I had to choose, I'd probably take the rats over the blood flies. As usual, the rats will just kill me alive, and that will be very unpleasant, but it'll be over with. The blood flies will go to town on me and then start making me work for them.
What's coming to him, Megan? Leaders run.
You're back. That was quick.
So, interestingly enough, you notice how it doesn't have her arm back and her face is still scarred? I'm just pointing that out because it means that the death of the outsider requires sparing Carlston, whatever his name is, for the canon outcome. No, the blood flies actually do come from here. They're part of the...
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Something about the blood flies' life cycle acts as pollinators for most of the crops in this area, and has for a long time. So it's possible they originally came from Pandacia, but given how long that's been a thing, I think that's just part of the local biome.
Yes, I paid a visit to Byrne and Paolo, and I've been to Aramis Stilton's house. We can go.
I don't know off your Twitch account. As far as why they created a whole game about killing the odds. It's literally in the name of the game. Sorry.
Bell tore down the old palace in Karnaca and built himself a new one, a monument to his ego. Whether he knows it's coming or not, I'm here to exact vengeance for everything he's done to me, my family, and the place of my birth. I'm going to show him what happens to those who threaten the Empress. After tonight, the Duke will either be dead or deposed, depending on how this plays out. I've got to get inside, take care of the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
I've actually seen that theory.
This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You deserve peace, my love.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
No fond comments, just do this, bye.
I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to go after the Duke.
Honestly, yeah, considering the Duke is pretty unpopular. Hey, where's the guy I killed 3 years ago?
Are you ready for this?
I've broken into palaces before.
Okay, so let's go. This should be fun. No swipping back and forth in time, but this should still be fun.
Should we head toward the palace?
Time to get going.
This is still one of my favorite stages in the game. Probably my third favorite overall. The score fulfills that too.
At the palace.
Okay. We're running a little low on ammo, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll start with the gun. There's very, very tiny amounts of stuff you can do in the hub, usually to refill ammo. That's about it, honestly. Pardon me. Pardon me, Roy.
From this date forward, no one can live within the street.
Think you're surprised?
I'll be damned.
You're not supposed to be here!
Come on! It'll be that
What's
sadistic
happening
crap.
now?
You're done! I'm not afraid of a bunch of throats. This can't be.
Come to me, you soap dodger!
Did you just call me a soap dodger? Like, did you actually call me a soap dodger?
Oh? Anybody?
Let's
Don't
just
maybe
deal
search
with
the whole
that.
place. I don't have time for that.
I mean, I guess she's saying I stink, but you know, whatever. Oh, I still got that
Show
guy.
yourself and state your name.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You're all dead. Damn, okay. Frickin' blood flies.
Someone is asking for trouble over there. It was coming from here. Here.
Pardon me. You have the time.
Wait! Bad move!
Oh, wow, it's murder o'clock already?
Someone help!
Well, you're dealing with that. I'm gonna go turn this off real quick. There we go. So, don't worry. I hear they take care of their nests quite well. Yeah, no kidding, Dakota. But that's whale oil. It's worth it. Just get rid of it. Just nuke it. Bye. Alright. Yeah, I don't think they call Emily a soap dodger. I could be wrong, though. We didn't go live that often. Or loud, excuse me. Okay.
Spirit here, beyond its cage of flesh.
Get ready to feel pain, Your Eminence.
Kind of like this.
What? Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Here you go. See yourself helped.
It's you and me now. Intruder! What kind of job was that? Did you hear that?
He's not supposed to be here!
No!
Be damned!
You aren't going anywhere! No, wait! No!
Damn it, not
No!
again.
They're stinging me!
Where did he go? What the?
Have fun. It's not great, Dakota. I do feel it's better than one's. Especially since we played one not too long ago.
Filthy thing!
Wait!
How did you
this
do
is...
that?
But it's not great, you know. Jedi Fallen Order, this is not.
You're gonna pay for her death! Just come!
So that's a whole bunch of rats, and flies. I apparently can't aim for beans. There we go.
Come on! What are you waiting for?
You're a killjoy. People get what they deserve in this life.
Don't mind me. Peekaboo. Don't worry, everyone here deserves to die. These are all rich assholes.
Criminal profile. Unauthorized trip. Playback for combat protocol. Over. Editing. Stop all that.
Oh, these are Delilah's chambers. Oh my god! That is kind of funny. Not actually what I was expecting, but I'll accept it.
Hey, you! Come here!
There we go.
Detached. Amplified. Displays of someone eludes the machine. Let's go!
Thank you.
The machine is experiencing uncertain. Okay, shut it down.
Damn you!
Thank you.
The machine has lost its quarry.
If the old Duke could only see this. Wasteful expense, want of flesh.
And such terrible wines.
Yeah, but this time I really mean it. One night at the body house. One night. Now I'm covered in chancres.
Don't worry.
You don't look
No
so
problems anymore.
It's not about merit. The inner circle is...
Just got word that something's happening. But it could be anything. Maybe it's a good thing.
Sometimes a good thing.
Die, you parasite.
Wow, that was actually the Duke.
I bet this opens the Duke's vault.
Like, I know it randomizes them, but... Wow, okay. Yeah, it's random. Their starting locations are pretty similar, but which one is where is randomized. Yeah, there's actually a few ways to tell. The voice acting is slightly different, as in, like, you gotta be paying decent attention to check. But also, yeah, the number of keys they have and the heart will say different things, too. Ugh, I hate people who don't understand debt. All people who don't understand debt must die. There should be a bot, like, right here. You are. Hi. That went right over its head. God damn it.
The machine has entered.
That's... God, I just wanted to blow up a bot with a frickin' thing.
Ambiguous enemy.
That's so much to ask.
Head detached.
I've been fighting scum like you since I put on the uniform.
So, yesterday?
I'll tear you to pieces.
Playback for combat protocols.
You're done. I'll be wiping off your blood later.
The machine has lost its core.
Have you wondered yet why none of your friends have joined you? Maybe you should look behind you. Alright. I'll do it for you. Come on. That way.
Combat protocol 6. Field test. unauthorized presence.
Goodbye. Moving on.
Duke's fault.
Playback indicates lost enemy.
And yes, you can, Dakota. There's a few options other than just, you know, parrying and attacking.
To backcharge second coil. At this point, the clockwork is scouting.
This is the thing.
This is it. Release me from this dead vessel, free of this poison world, and trap Delilah's spirit.
I'll find another way.
No, I don't want to see any more of what this world has become. It has changed you.
I've done what I had to do to preserve the Empire and to keep Emily safe.
We had such dreams, but I no longer care what you do. Save my daughter, and release me into nothing.
Slightly different dialogue, mostly because we're doing high chaos, by the way.
Then it's done. Now it's time to return to Lila's suit.
Was this the heart of my half-sister? Only her flesh remains.
Wonder if it was even really alive.
You will never gain back what you lost here.
Old scars run deep, don't they, Luca?
Loot a few things while we're here. Never know.
Did you think she'd be pleased with what you'd become?
She gave you her heart, and you threw it into the void.
Every time you drew your blade, a part of her died. I had it too impossible.
That should do it.
Once.
You know, that's a good point, Seth. So let's see.
You survived the Grand Palace.
I guess we'll kill her first. Then we'll kill Sokolov. Welcome to the final mystery, Sokolov.
So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
The Duke is dead. Long live whatever happens next.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
It looks that way. To find a way to help Emily, and to give her back the throne.
Ready then?
I'm ready if you are.
All right, as you know.
This is how the worst day of my life began. A masked man closing in on Dunwall Tower, planning a murder. Dowd and the Lord Regent killed Jessamine, but it broke them. Now it's happening again. Another Empress dies, another story ends. What will it do to me? Delilah won't go without a fight. She outfoxed me and I never saw it coming. But I was Corvo before I was the Royal Protector. Before I owned a sword, I fought with sticks and broken glass, whatever came to hand. I don't know what grand scheme you've got underway, Delilah, but I'm coming to put you in your grave.
Wait, she has a scheme? They actually hint a little bit that she has a scheme in the Corval Road? That's funny. That's actually an interesting point. We should give another story negative. I'm dead serious. Hang on a sec. Okay.
I know the stakes. But was it really necessary to cut off? Remarkable what Delilah's accomplished. From such a background, taking the throne.
There are marks on our flesh, made by the knife of Dunwall. Cursed Dowd who hides in the world and breathes still.
At least the situation with the Duke is behind us. Let's not forget
Never gain back what you lost here.
See, you'd think you could kill him and bring him to her. But, like, last time we did that...
One more pile of bones.
Oh, right. Their corpses vanish. Okay. Hang on. Like, the whole game, until we rescue him, Billy is like, oh my gosh, we've got to rescue Sokolov. He's so important to me, and he's so important to me.
Killers.
But she doesn't react at all.
No one is innocent. What's one more pile of bones?
That's so weird.
Send back pay.
Oh, Corvo, why?
I mean, she's still alive. What's the issue here? See? She's still alive.
You've served your purpose, Megan. I can't afford friends, old man.
Jesus. Hang on. One more.
Send back pay.
Megan, I'm taking the skiff. I want to go to Dunwall Tower alone.
All right. Do you know how you're going to kill Delilah? If you leave her alive, she'll come for you sooner or later.
I'll do whatever it takes to end her and get Emily back.
Just make sure you don't hesitate. Delilah's dangerous.
You don't have to worry about that.
So she doesn't confess to us if we talk to her. Interesting. Well, anyways.
No one is innocent.
Just to canonize this.
I can't afford friends, old man.
Alright, we've killed everyone. Well, that's not true, but we've killed as many people as I feel like killing.
If old Samuel could see me now.
I killed Samuel on our High Chaos playthrough of Dishonored 1. He was like, "You're disgusting, and I'm sickened by you." And then I killed him. Not that that's funny. Now, like I mentioned, even though we obviously did kill, canonically, we're also clearly low chaos. Almost all of the events that were attached to low chaos happened for Dishonored 2.
Tower, bring me back to the cage of my own chest.
Oh, I will. Delilah will be made mortal again.
You let Emily's mother slip into oblivion. Do you know where my mother's resting?
in a child's coffin, her skinny legs tucked
Okay, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if you go high chaos, the storm is horrific, and, like, there's lightning and thunder, and there's more stuff defending the place. It's a whole thing. I think so, Czar. It's been a while since I've done that, because I usually do one of the opposite extremes. Kill everything or kill nothing. You know, like we did in this game. It is worth noting, and one of the things I like about these games is it is granular. Okay, here's the courier. Come in. I'm here to collect, boy. Boy. Where you at, boy? Spared your life back in Mission 1.
Lord Protector, you're alive. It's been almost 2 months, hasn't it?
I went back home to Serkonos to strike against those supporting Delilah, the architects of the coup against Emily.
And were you successful? Things are a mess here.
I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to topple her and find a way to help my daughter retake her throne.
That's the best news I've heard in a long while. You'll have my support. Whatever you need, just ask.
Once it's safe, just tell the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower to conduct an interview.
Just kidding. Okay. Whew. Okay, I feel better now. Yeah.
It's a shame.
Oh, hang on. Where is... Gosh, the layout's... I'm having a weird plot. Don't fight the blood flies. Don't fight the blood flies. There you go. Accept your fate. It's gotta be up ahead, because I don't see it here. I'm going to drown this city in blood flies. Oh, that's a great idea. Spread blood flies from Serkonos up here. Remember, they're part of the life cycle, the biome down south. I don't think we should have them up here. But yeah, acknowledging that this guy, a lowborn nothing, from another province, no less, is the father of the emperors. Yeah, that'd be a big deal. Hey, what's up?
Look at... I saw the High Overseer fall. All is lost. Leave this place.
The Abbey assaulted the tower.
Somehow we were overcome. Not just Delilah's sorcerers and their gravehounds, but mechanical men. Automated soldiers. The ancient music was useless against them.
Rest now. But know that I'm going to end Delilah's reign. I swear it.
At death's door, I smell the corruption of the void upon you. A heretic against a heretic. Laughable. The world is doomed.
Yeah, exactly. Bastard Empress, blah, blah, blah. Legitimacy, blah, blah, blah. Ow. Now, the question is, could she actually legitimize that? She wouldn't be the first, but who knows? Okay, I know I managed this last time. Well, funny thing, I'm pretty sure I know what ending we're about to get. I'll give you a hint. It does not end with Empress Emily happily ever aftering.
Make the pigments lock the wind. Fingers stained blue and blush. Conjure rainbows for
Well, okay. So we know at least a low chaos ending is somewhat canon because Death of the Outsider mandates that we have to save what's-his-face in the Time Mansion mission. That's the only thing we know is definitively canon because that's the only thing that matters for Death of the Outsider. And nothing matters for Deathloop. Do we have to do flaming dead dogs and just everything else?
Come on, don't have me on a dime. I have plenty. Such power don't deserve the gift of I'll see you in the void.
What, I couldn't hear you over them meandering. Frequent. No, actually I didn't predict them. But then again, the moment I thought about it, this has never been a good story game, so that doesn't surprise me too much. Probably off the deeper end. Listen, killing all these people will lead to the rats getting worse? I don't know.
If Delilah's in the throne room, I can use the elevator to reach her.
Pigments were those fools used to preach their nonsense. But she moved to the throne room when she was ready to start the new painting.
The High Overseer.
So here we are, where my dear lying half-sister Jessamine and I played this game. Where she first opened her bedchambers to you, then gave birth to your daughter. Where you let down your sweet Jessamine. The place that ruined both our lives.
Sorry, what? What was that? I mean, he didn't, Triaxia. Not really. The moment anything happened at all, he effectively disowned her. And it was an extremely minor offense that caused her to lose her standing and her position within the palace. I suppose you could say it's because she was the daughter of an actual maid who was actually serving. I don't know.
They'll pay for what they've done to the tower.
Yeah, the second she became inconvenient, she was gone. In fact, to be slightly less exaggerative, the day that a slight issue happened, she was thrown out. Yeah, her mother went to debtor's prison. Which, if you're not familiar with it, is more or less exactly what it sounds like.
Why is there a tree in the middle of the chapel?
Criminal profile. Play that
Time to cry and bleed!
Combat Protocol 8. Playback indicates lost enemy.
Yes, Spartan.
Okay, the machine has detected something. Displays if someone eludes the machine.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, go to prison. Why? Because you can't pay off your debt. But, yeah, you put me in prison. Uh-huh. It's okay. Once you die, your sentence will be served. What? Also, in a lot of cultures, it was considered illegal, criminally illegal, to not pay off your debts. So it was... Sometimes it's payment, sometimes it's crime, and sometimes it's both. It always sucked. Did I go this way? Yeah, I did. Okay. I mean, yeah, by all accounts, yes, J. Palmer. But, as far as specifics, who knows? I doubt the developers care enough to actually flesh that kind of a thing out. There's some interesting world building in this setting, but more of the magical stuff and less of the mundane stuff. No? Okay.
Delilah's new painting sounds dangerous, but I might be able to sabotage it.
But added a tree to the painting. After arranging the runes
With more corrupt runes, maybe I could turn Delilah's painting against her.
transpose the chapel made of paint with the one.
This actually isn't what I want.
With more runes, I should be able to do the same to all the Empire.
I want this quest marker to go away, so we're gonna do this.
Undertaking. Transposing my painting.
I didn't know that either, Valleybalda. That's a nice change.
With this wretched dung heap we're all born into.
The finest among the gentlefolk dine at this banquet table and set up straw.
Rinsing combat protocol.
Stranger, that's a trick. Get out your braids and learn to cut off your hands.
Military profile, but hostile. Playback for unambiguous enemy.
Step outside and back. Where will I go next?
It's a party. Unauthorized presence. Combat Protocol 6. Detached.
Him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Take this opportunity to back. Display back indicates.
By the way, that is what a kill animation looks like on a Clockwork. Sorry, I meant to show that off earlier.
We are part of a very small group.
Yeah, it's getting smaller all the time.
The last of Jessamine's circle. And we've both been marked by the black-eyed bastard. What do you think? Do you ever get cold at night, Lord Protector?
I know what it means to give up all hope of gaining justice cleanly. You pass a point, and then you take what you need. But you shouldn't have taken from me, Delilah.
Christ's sakes. Fine game. Fine. I don't remember where it is. Tell me where it is.
To restore power to the elevator, I'll have to reach the security room.
Let's have a look around. What?
No, see, I got a space heater.
With the power on, I can take the elevator to the throne room.
Yeah, I think it's literal copy-paste, Dakota. There's a lot of witches out here.
Switching to alternative tactical mode.
Probably not, after a Twitch account. I'm not sure that they do anything different engine-wise that would really justify it. Like, obviously the combat's a bit smoother, but a lot of the improvements are more on the level design and kit and, you know, the design stuff, not the under-the-hood stuff.
You will take me back.
Yeah, we've already seen this.
At my hands.
Thanks, cool.
What has Delilah done to the throne? If I change the number of corrupt...
You brought me back my spirit. Follow me, dear Corvo, and see how I will reshape all things.
I noticed the dogs are here, by the way.
So she'd replace all the world with this.
Yeah. Yeah. And dead.
Now wander the void for eternity, Delilah.
Yes, I've met this man. It's called the Jailer. So, because we want the worst ending possible, we're going to take the throne for ourselves. Okay, that's actually funny. So that's how we go back, right? But the throne's about 500 meters that way. The worst ending possible. We're not even going to save our daughter. Oop. We're evil. Because that's an option for some reason. Oh, and time. Alright, ready for the unsatisfactory ending? I like how we just look at our daughter, frozen in granite. It's like, whatever. Eh. So, ready for a non-ending?
And so the Duke's reign in Serkonos came to an abrupt end, with the old order burned to the ground. Times were hard, and the people left in the rubble had no choice but to claw and fight for every last scrap. In Dunwall, with the death of Delilah Copperspoon, her coven lost its power and was smashed.
Notice she's still there.
Brought to an end. And thus, the new emperor rose in the capital, as Corvo the Black seized the empire and hunted down his enemies, with his precious daughter safe behind his throne for all time.
Is that literally it? We don't even... Oh my god. I think that's it. Wow! God, the endings in this game suck. I love this game to death, but what the hell was that? Okay. I promised you a video. Let me go ahead and jot down some thoughts. But yeah, I think that deserves additional negatives because that was just awful. So this is Tomato Angus, and this is a Dishonored 2 speedrun.
Again. To start the run, Saradeth will open the window behind him and back up so he can build up speed going into the window. That way he has enough speed to get a fast vault when going out of the window, as well as going into the second window to re-enter the building. After triggering and skipping a quick cutscene with Captain Alexei Mayhew, who gives us back our sword, Saradeth grabs a bottle in preparation for an upcoming animation cancel. Saradeth throws the bottle at a guard standing next to Sam fucking Rockwell, so that when Saradeth kills Sam fucking Rockwell and loots our signet ring off his body, the guard attacks us, which cancels the animation of looting the ring, skipping the 7 to 8 second animation. Saradeth now climbs up on a door to reach the second floor, where he's going to be performing another animation cancel in a moment. After opening the door to the safe room with our signet ring, Saradeth quickly grabs a health elixir, but then grabs a glass bottle and leans to the side and throws it at our feet while interacting with the gun case. The combo of leaning and throwing it at our feet counts as the bottle hitting us, canceling the animation of opening the gun case. To finish the mission, we have to reach Rosario Dawson, who's waiting for us on the boat that she captains, which is called the Dreadful Whale. The fastest way to get to her when we exit this building is by performing a glitch called a leap glitch. So, the first step in performing a leap glitch is actually performing a type of animation cancel. When you're climbing something in this game and pull out a weapon or ability, the climbing animation just ends. Like, you'll be in the act of climbing, and pulling out either of those things just makes you appear on top of whatever you're climbing. Pretty simple. To perform a leap glitch, you have to perform one of these animation cancels, and then while performing it, input a ton of jump inputs with your scroll wheel. I guess I should have mentioned earlier that runners bind jump to scroll wheel down. Anyways, yeah, climb up something, pull out a weapon to cancel the animation, and while doing that, spam jump with your scroll wheel. This is the leap glitch. It gives you a ton of speed, making for a fun time. Let's see 2 of them in rapid succession here to reach the boat. Oh, and something to note is that when Saradeth performs a 3rd one to board the boat, he takes a wide path around Rosario to avoid approaching her from the right side. This is because approaching her from that side puts you in a sort of trigger area that gives you a chance of an additional dialogue occurring between you and her, losing time. Okay, now let's see 2 leap glitches in rapid succession to reach the boat.
Was level 1.
This finishes up the first mission and leads us into our first interlude, a strange visit. Right away when the interlude starts, Saradeth is going to run to the left to interact with a door, which opens up the path to the right for us to enter the void. There, Saradeth will haul ass up a large slope with Emily stabbing the air with her hands, and at the top of the slope, Saradeth will meet the penguin from Gotham, who bestows us with his mark, granting us supernatural abilities. This, by default, gives us Emily's far reach ability, which is kinda like a hentai grappling hook. Saradeth will then perform one of the more difficult tricks in the run. So, in Dishonored 2, you can't use abilities like far reach twice in a row without landing, like how you can blink multiple times in a row in the first game. In order to use far reach a second time, you have to land, even if only for a split second. This complicates things a bit. After this spot with the little back alley operating table, we're supposed to grab the heart, which is an item that helps you locate bone charms and runes in the game. Going near the heart starts a short cutscene. Saradeth is going to skip this cutscene by performing a combination of a leap glitch and some precise far reaches. This structure on screen isn't very solid, but there's an invisible wall along the right side that serves as a corner of sorts. So, to skip the heart cutscene, Saradeth is first going to perform a leap glitch off the operating table and a bunny hop. Saradeth will then perform a really precise far reach to grab onto that invisible wall corner, which he'll then land on for a split second. He'll then jump from that corner and grab another precise spot on the structure that we can land on for a split second. From there, Saradeth will then far reach to grab onto the walking path and complete the heart cutscene skip. This all saves 1.5 seconds. From here, Saradeth does another couple quick far reaches and grabs some runes to exit the area. Runes are used to both acquire and upgrade abilities, which we're only going to be doing twice in the run, with the first time being after this loading screen when Saradeth unlocks agility to unlock double jumping. We then have to grab our equipment off the wall and then stab the air with our hands some more to quickly reach Rosario. After talking to Rosario, we'll then head to the skiff to leave for the next mission, which wraps up this interlude. We'll be coming back to the Dreadful Whale later for some more interludes, and for the most part, the interludes are just talking to NPCs before we can head to the next mission, as this one is after leaving the void. In this mission, we're going to see our first use of a glitch called an F cancel. If you press F while you're jumping and casting a far reach, then it cancels the cast and you just fall straight down. But if you instead pay respects just after casting far reach, then you get a big speed boost, catapulting Emily forward. Saradeth uses 2 in this mission, one right at the start and a second one shortly after to build up enough speed to get up on a rock from which he can jump straight up and far reach to the end of the level where he interacts with the Prindle in the vehicle to head straight to the next mission. The existence of F cancels is one of the main reasons why it's faster to play as Emily instead of Corvo, because Emily has far reach and can do them while Corvo doesn't have far reach, so he can't. When we load into the third...
Real quick. Dishonored 2 managed 20.1 hours, and that was with 2 playthroughs. Granted, the second playthrough was a little bit faster, but still. I just wanted to share that tidbit.
Third mission, right away, Saradeth is going to do an F cancel after the first far reach, followed by grabbing a potion for some mana. This will be followed by then climbing...
Yeah, did you notice that he just went through the second stage? He's on the third stage now.
Climbing up.
I don't...
This mission has several actions we have to complete in order to get the mission to finish, with one of them being opening a door which Seradeth grabs the key to right here, along with some more mana. Seradeth is then going to perform the first clip of the run. Now, there are several different ways to clip in this run, but the first clip we do here is one of the easier ones to do and is pretty
close
in concept and execution, and is a type of clip called a vertical clip. When you aim far reach out into the distance, its trajectory has an arc to it. By aiming it out like this, then swinging our camera down the moment we release our far reach, then we far reach into the ground, clipping through the floor into the area below us. There are some limitations as to where we can perform clips like this. The main limitation on doing this is that we need to be in an open enough area that we can get our far reach trajectory to have considerable length to it. In order to get considerable length to its trajectory, we need to aim our far reach up a bit since it arcs. This means that the area we perform these clips in, we have to have a lot of space because otherwise our far reach trajectory gets cut off. So yeah, we can't have much of a ceiling above us to perform a clip like this. That's what I'm trying to say. Performing this clip puts us right in front of the door we have to open with the key we just grabbed as a mission objective, and here Seradeth also grabs the last rune we need in the run and then upgrades agility again to get rapid sprint for more movement speed. This is the last upgrade we take in the rest of the run. The main story reason why we're here is to both investigate where our homie Sokolov from the first Dishonored is located and also investigate the Crown Killer because Sokolov was seen being kidnapped by them. All that snooping is done in one dialogue with Alexandria Hypatia where Sokolov's location is revealed and also that Hypatia is the Crown Killer. This dialogue is super long though, so Seradeth will throw a bottle of chloroform down from the rafters, then use far reach to initiate the dialogue with Hypatia. As soon as we start the dialogue, then the chloroform will connect with us in the head, interrupting and skipping the long dialogue, letting us take her out immediately with a bullet and incendiary dart. Alright, time to see this all play out.
As a reminder,
Seradeth grabs some sleep.
As played live. There's a reason he has to pause to explain so many things. Forgive me for interrupting, but I'm actually already done. So, I'm just going to say this right now. Of course, this game didn't beat Hitman 3. Of course it didn't. Come on. But, did it beat Dishonored 1? Yes, it did. Okay, so, plus to story, by which I mean negative to story. -4 to story net. That's the worst story score we've ever given a stealth game. I should mention that stealth games don't really have a particularly good average story score. Like, we have 6 for Dishonored, 7 for Invisible Ink, 7 for Mark of the Ninja. Metal Gear Solid 1 was 14, Human Revolution was 16, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory was 15. But not all of them have been positive. -4, that's 0.2 negatives per hour, and a ratio of 45%, all of which is pretty bad. Gameplay is plus 83. That is the most gameplay positives we've given to date for a stealth game, with an insanely high density of 4 positives per hour, and an absolutely ludicrous gameplay ratio of 98.8%. There's one negative. I don't know what you want from me. Giving us our final golden number of, if I could get a drum roll, please. So for a bit of perspective, Dishonored 1 got a 75. This one got 190.08. So, hang on. I think that means Pitkiss and Simple Gamer tie there. Barely. And that, as for those of you who are not aware of what those numbers mean, is a damned good score. Because they're different games, because they don't count, because they weren't part of the original block, because I don't own any of those games. Take your pick, let us know. I mean, if you want me to never run Resident Evil, I'm cool with that. I'm not particularly invested in that run. Resident Evil is actually one of the only blocks that still exists. It kind of got grandfathered in. Tomorrow, we'll be playing Ratchet & Clank 1. That'll be interesting. Borderlands 2, Dead Rising 1R, Graveyard, Nope, not Graveyard Keeper. Nope, nope, nope. Neo. There we go. Then Graveyard Keeper. Bug Snacks and Opus Magnum. Well, if it does, I don't know about it, but it's still not included. You can't change my mind on this. Don't even try. So, yeah, I guess I'm done. This is a really, really good game. The fact that it has that high of a score, despite the fact that it has a negative story, says all it needs to about how absolutely crazy good the gameplay is of this game. And that's why I've held this game up for so long. If I could also be honest for just a second, I was really scared this would turn into another XCOM 2 situation. For those of you who weren't there for that, during the XCOM 2 run, a game I was like, oh man, it's so good. Didn't score very well. Because it wasn't really that great. And that was a damn shame, because I even call them XCOM games as like a genre, just to explain it. It's just, so, I'm glad that this one actually did hold up. I will admit the story was a little bit worse than I remembered. That's just, oof, you know. That story is, it's not good. And it was immediately obvious, like the first 2 minutes of the game. Someone even commented on this in the comments on the first VOD. It's like, even just going through the intro, the opening cutscene, it was just like, oh, this is what we're in for, isn't it? Because everything about it was bad. The writing was bad, the voice acting was bad, the pacing was bad, the presentation of the cutscene itself was bad. Literally, if you just ejected the cutscene and started off with us recovering from the coup, the story would literally be better with its absence. And anytime ripping story out of a game improves its score, that's not a good sign. But if you're interested in just having some fun, especially with a game that has a tremendous amount of replayability, by the way, I didn't ask, this game just gets the double replay, because of course it does. But if you ever want a game that is a really, really good stealth game, and you can go through loud, you can go through soft, you can go through and a gradient in between, you can change your mind on the fly. There's challenge modes, there's optional stuff, there's great difficult options. It's a very, very fun game that I highly and hugely recommend. Otherwise, I hope you have enjoyed. Tomorrow we'll be playing Ratchet & Clank 1. I'll see you next time.